Hello, I'm Earl, and welcome to Speaking of Everything. You're going to meet my guest in a while. This gentleman been in this program many years ago. I think that time it was Oral Gibbs Live he appeared on. But now he's going to be on Speaking of Everything and Hot 99.9 FM radio. And just want to let you know, no promotional fees were paid for him to appear on this program. He's a dynamic young man heading for Hollywood soon, we hope, right out of St. Martin, right? The one and only Mr. Piper Laundrie. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning, Miss Oral Gibbs and your audience. I want to tell the audience before we even roll, let me get us out and just say it from the bottom of my heart. Support this man, Support him. Good man, good heart, love people. I can see it all the time you get in here. You could feel, I believe you could feel the energy. You could feel that this guy is real. He's real, number one. Support him. And by the way, Oral, before I forget, belated anniversary. I know you just... Is it 40 years?
40 years of this show, actually.
40 years of this show. So I want to take time out to tell you because I did it on the phone, on WhatsApp.
Right.
Now I want to do it before the audience. I'm happy and many more to come, man. You're doing a tremendous work. And like you said, thanks for having me. No budget for you. You just invited me. And thank you, man. I appreciate it.
But thanks for it because, I didn't know about this movie you were doing. Mm-hmm. And then you said to me you'd like to come and speak about it.
Definitely.
So fine. So
definitely.
Here you are. You did your first movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about the name.
Hidden Treasure Part 1 is on the YouTube channel.
So is this whole series?
Yeah, the number 1 is leading to the number 2.
And after number 2, you think you will have another one still?
You sound like the guy who's acting in the movie. He said, Piper, man, we need a part 3. But, Oral, we might go there as well. We might go through some other topics, because I really want to start writing stories that can change lives out there, Because a lot of young people, like for instance, a lot of young people going through stuff today, and that's another topic. But Hidden Treasure is a movie that I put together, and it's a lot of, man, Oral, this being a lot of work.
I know. It's people don't realize the amount of work that go into it.
Yes, a lot of work going into.
So you're a director also?
Yes, I'm the director. Came up with the idea, everything, and the part 1 was all me. Put the camera down, go and edit, about that, and then you zoom in, make it look like the camera moving.
Yeah.
But the first thing that I get from the people when they watch it, they said, Piper, oh God, the quality, it's clean. The songs is theater song, because there's a lot of work. Like I said, you have to download every song and make sure you set it in sync. It's a lot of work.
What about the actors and so forth? How difficult it is working with it?
On the part 2 is where the actors came in, because part 1 was all me and Mr. Brown, in the first scene, and I want to big him up. It was only me and him. But we sit down after and we said, we need help. We need help because the movie need a little speed in it. It need a little more drama, more excitement. Not that part 1 is not good enough because I don't want to say like this is the part 1. Part 1 is good.
No, the reason why I'm laughing because I saw part 1, which is all you. Part 2. With Mr. Brown, they're looking for Mr. Brown.
Looking for Mr. Brown.
So, people think, what the hell, looking for Mr. Brown?
Yeah.
You know what I'm speaking about?
Of course, got you.
The Mr. Brown from the Dutch side.
I got you.
So that's what I was thinking. And then there's a song by Bob Marley about Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown name is common in everything, boy. But you know what? They are good Mr. Browns out there. We just want to say that, They are good Mr. Brown. But it's all about entertainment, Movie at the end of the day, Oral is all about entertainment, And telling a good story where I'm trading on Mr. Brown. In the first scene, as you say, it's up part 1.
Right.
You remember he gave me the bag of clothes that I thought was money. He tricked me. So now you got to get your money, man. So I'm like running him down to the part 2 to get my money. That's all it's about.
I want to jump back to, you started off in radio many years ago, right?
Yeah, I did radio, yeah, many years ago, way back, man.
So
you kind of put me down memory lane, Oral. Memory lane, brother.
So you're not doing radio anymore?
Well, no, for now, I wouldn't say I will never do it, but to answer you, for now, I'm not presently doing it, but I did it for 20, I gathered it the other day, it was like 24 years ago. In the radio business. Started at Sandy Ground. If I go a little bit, friend side in the cultural center, you know that.
Yeah, right.
Cultural center that got destroyed by Hurricane Irma. back with Billy D them back then. We all were talking about him, like going back memory line, and now you hear him bringing it back, and it's so excited to talk about it. So I did radio for quite a while, man. Wow.
You know,
Think about it.
I love radio. I prefer radio, actually. I started in radio in 1977.
Yes,
That's a
yes,
long
yes.
time ago in New York.
Wow.
And now came back, 2 years ago. So, the thing about it is that seeing you in what you're doing, you're also involved with the church, right?
Yes. I've been, get converted many years ago. I decided to choose the way of God, not religion. When people say church, I kind of like want to sweep them from that belief anymore, because church is what? I mean, people go to church, but there is a belief in the Creator that make us all. And I choose to go that road years ago, and already been my best decision ever in life. I could make all decisions and still making decision, but when I make that decision to believe in the Creator that make me in the first place, man, that nothing could top that. Not even a movie.
Yeah. But now you're into making movies.
Yes. I getting into production. But just to go back a little bit on memory line, if you wouldn't mind. Years ago, I started off doing music videos. So I been on camera. So camera is not like camera shy. First time me on camera. I've been doing it quite a while. I started doing music videos back then. Everybody was loving them. Or else some of them was really done bad too. I had a good camera. So
you gotta learn it to go.
no.
No, but I think radio is very simple, just audio. When you go to television and movies, then you deal with both.
Yes.
So if you have a problem, you can have two problems instead of just one, which is audio.
Visual and audio, yeah.
So what has been your surprise? What's been the biggest surprise to you starting to get into the movie business?
Well, the surprise is that, boy, a lot of disappointments, sometimes things you don't expect to go bad. I remember one day, to answer you, we went out to do some shoots, and man, here comes the rain, good weather, and I always tell people, St. Martin is a unique place. I love St. Martin, man. We love our country, beautiful place. That's why everyone come here and even want to make here their home.
Yeah.
But the weather here is kind of strange, Aurel. Sometimes you will see like a sunny day, you get up, you look at outside, oh my God, it's a beautiful day. Time you look, maybe the next hour, half an hour, the clouds all gather and then rain come. I remember the day we went out, excited, man, and every minute we ready to be set up, and you know that as, being in the production yourself, there can be like the light is ready. Piper, you ready? Action. As we say action, here comes a cloud, you make it dark, so you got to stop, you got to face become dark, you got to reset again. When you're ready to reset, here comes the sun again and bam, So like, boy, can we do this? But in spite of it all, we still get it done.
So are you using reflectors now so you can go out and just use that to just shine light on the actors' faces?
Yes, we use a lot of reflectors. We also use, a lot of lighting, especially in the night. You got to have those LED. I see you here got some good lighting here. So I say, man, RL is up to date with what's going on. So your lighting is everything in production. You got a bad lighting, you got a bad image.
Those guys in Hollywood even use light and bright sunny days. It's amazing.
Yes. Yeah. And the reason for that, I think, I did a little flash course online on that, just to answer you. Why do they use the light? Because I used to ask myself, why people use light outside and there's a lot of light? Because what happens sometimes, like, let's say if the subject, which is anyone standing, if they are dark, then what you do, you bring up the brightness, or you cut down the brightness, and the light what you have outside is natural. So now your light going to mix with it. I mean, it's just amazing how production is done. Just amazing.
You have to control light all the time.
Control it.
Yeah. So now your actors in part 2. What is this woman in the car with the guy, and she's complaining to him about the need money?
Oh boy. That is Sharifia Poland. I want to congratulate her. She did but she's not first time on set. She did a lot of videos in the past with me as well. We did one on Hurricane Irma.
Yeah,
she was devastated, but that was a music video. So in the car now, man, she's like nagging the actor, man. She's nagging everything out of me, like a woman will do in real life. But women,
Be careful, don't offend women.
I tell you, women don't come here and smash me on this camera here today. But nothing against women. It's just a movie, But but in the movie, man, she decided, man, honey, we gotta pay these bills, And here come Mr. Brown didn't pay me, and now we got our rent due, and bills is keep piling up. Because one of the things in reality, when you got 1 bill, you don't deal with it, another one shop, So you got 2, and then you got 3, and then you got 5 of them or 100 of them right there, So she's the arguing, man. And Piper, we gotta pay these bills, I'm like, okay, I gotta get Mr. Brown.
So, how many actors you were able to get for this part 2?
Well, actually, we got Mr. Brown, which is the main actor. Then we got him Sharifia, we got him Raga, then we got Gato, and then of course we got Judith. So I think about 6 or 5 actors. And there's more to be done because we got about 4 or 5 series to do still.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I assume they're looking for payment, or there's no budget.
The movie, it's very good that you asked that, and I appreciate it. Me and the main actor was sitting down, whose real name of the movie is James Jeffrey. I think everybody may know them on the French side.
Yeah.
Well-known people.
Definitely.
Very, very nice people. And he was sitting down, we were like freaking out. By Piper, you're cool, and look how he is in this movie, So I was telling him, it's a low-budget movie we're doing. And he said, Piper, don't tell nobody it's a low budget. It's a no budget. It's a no budget because everyone in the movie trying to elevate to something. And it's done good, because I want to be careful when you say no budget neither. People goes like, hey, they're not so. No, it's good, but it's just that we looking to go somewhere with this movie.
Well, a lot of low budget and no budget movies have made it really big, huh? So don't be afraid to say what it is. You could say it's a big budget too when you don't have it. Then people are looking for payment from you.
Definitely. So so we freaked out, and I was like, Piper, boy, we going good so far, Cause the movie, I mean, you saw him right now. We even have a demo that people can go on YouTube and see it, but it's definitely is a lot of work put into it. Sleepless days. Some of the actors, them, working during the time, they will take a little time in their break, and we all trying to make it happen, man. We all trying to make it happen.
So how many weeks or months did it take you to shoot and then edit and so forth the movie?
Right now we started last year, which the years is going. We are already in the 3rd month, right?
Yeah, time is moving really fast.
4th month I read it.
Yeah,
4th. I think right now in April. And of course, we started since last year doing some fine tune, and then this year we decided to continue. So it's been a lot of work. And what take most of the time, Aurel, is when you gotta sit down and edit. Oh my God, you know about that.
Tell me, I hate it. I don't. It's very lonely. I don't like it.
No, people listening should learn this. The hardest part of a movie, and I think if I will talk to any of those blockbuster movie makers or even those who've been doing it before me way back, they will mention the edit. Because when you gotta sit down, you gotta take every file, upload it, watch the file, make sure that this is usable, this is not. I remember a time we did a scene that I just love. Sometimes you could just love a shot because it's clean.
Yeah.
But it make no sense in the movie. We had to scrap it.
Yeah, but see,
we had to scrap it.
The difference between you is that you're the producer, you're the editor, you're the director, you're everything basically, right?
Definitely, that's right.
In other production, the editor is only the editor.
That's correct.
And the director and the producer are standing there over his shoulders.
That's correct.
Watching everything that's done. It's time consuming, really long.
And that's correct because when you're doing the like I said, the editing, you got people who will come and just do the editing, then another fella do colored correction, then you got another fella will do the songs, But again, when you don't have a budget, like I said, if I had to pay somebody to do this, man, I might have had to go by the bank and take all the loans because movies a lot of production.
So you're using Final Cut Pro? Or?
Yeah, we are Final Cut users, and of course, I forget the other one that my partner used. I have to mention him in a while. Adobe, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm a Final Cut. I'm an Apple person.
It's the best, basically. Yeah. It's amazing what you can do with that.
Yeah. Final Cut is just the pro, man.
Yeah. So everything is shot on the French side of the island, or you both sides?
Both sides of the islands, like I mentioned earlier about St. Martin. St. Martin is a unique place, and I decided, this movie is shooting St. Martin. Hey, man, I want to promote my island as well, not just about me as an actor. So we kind of like give the two islands promotion, because to me, if you meet a real St. Martiner who love this island and understand the way of living, we don't want a segregation about you French and you Dutch. All of these are colonialism.
There are not many of those
Which
left.
is, huh?
There are not many of those left.
Come on, Oral, man, come on. Look, I'm a St. Martiner. You over here in the Western, as I say, to me, is a St. Martiner. I ain't got time for these, like I say, colonialism talks and all of that, dividing the people. I don't want to divide people.
Well, the people who divide themselves, because the other day I was in Marigot at the supermarket, a guy go, "Oh, okay, what are you doing here?"
Come on.
I said, "Badna, do you know that I have more rights here than you?"
Come on.
Because my family come from both sides, my roots on both sides.
Of course.
And there's a local guy from Marigot saying that to me, so we got to get past that.
Bypass that foolishness. Bypass that. Because St. Martin, like I said again, maybe he's not a true St. Martin again, but when you read,
he is, you know him too.
when you meet a true St. Martin, man, they ain't got time for this foolishness. A matter of fact, they let you know just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because so to answer you, the movie was shot. I did pieces on the Dutch side and pieces on the French side, and as long as I doing project, I will always do that.
Yeah.
I ain't segregating my island. No. This island is one people, one destiny.
Definitely. In case you've just joined us, this is Speaking of Everything. I'm Earl Gibbs here with Mr. Piper Laundrie, speaking about his new movie, Hidden Treasures.
Hidden Treasure.
You did part 1.
Part 1.
And part 2 is coming soon to theaters and YouTube, right?
Yes, definitely.
And you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, and you're either listening to us on Hot 99.9 FM radio. When I come back, we'll continue with Mr. Piper Laundrie right here on Speaking of Everything.
We are vibrant, expressive, warm, and diverse. Together, we conquer, and now we expand into new horizons, giving you more of the best. Introducing our new Banco Matico Plus with wider acceptance, purchase protection, and enhanced security. Whether you're online, traveling, or in paradise, experience more with Windward Island Bank. Banco Matico Plus. More of the best.
My guest here on the Earl Gibbs Live, Mr. Piper Laundrie, here speaking with him about his work on this new movie on Hot 99.9 FM radio, Facebook, and YouTube. We're here with you all the time, and we want to thank our YouTube viewers. And if you just tuned in on YouTube, remember to like it and click on that bell, right? To subscribe. It's all free. Right? Everybody's doing YouTube now. It's amazing.
It's amazing
what YouTube has done, because the last time we checked, we had like 15,000 people at one time watching all the different shows. We have over 600 shows there, so it's very effective.
Yes, YouTube is a good platform for us and yourself, Harold Gibbs. I saw a lot of your interviews on YouTube. I want to congratulate you again. And I myself decided, set up a YouTube channel, so I have my own YouTube channel where I post all my works.
So they can see you.
So they can see it.
Yeah, what's the name of it?
To link me is very simple, Piper Laundrie. I use my name, and it's amazing. On radio, I use my name. On Facebook, I use my name. I make it simple for people.
Yeah.
Simple for people. So you want to see any one of my, my production, you just put Piper Laundrie on YouTube. You want to add me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of the above.
It's so hard to keep up with all these things, eh? TikTok, Instagram.
It's good platform for promotion. People use it sometimes just to be, but I use it for promotion.
No, I mean, I just don't have the time to do all of that. Time consuming.
Time.
Yeah. So now, is the part 2 movie completed in terms of editing and so forth? Are you still working on editing and so forth?
Yeah, we still got about 5 or 4 more scenes to do that hasn't been done, but the script is already written. So we right now gotta get that done. The camera guy who's behind me giving me his full support. I want to thank Anthony, Glamour Photo Studio.
Only one Anthony. Only one person you have behind the camera.
Yes, he's the main guy because I trust him on that. Because away from the camera, many people may not know or they may know. I do camera myself, but I decided if I'm gonna do a movie, I can't do a selfie movie. I have to have somebody. So I want to trust somebody who know basically what they're doing. And Anthony does a very, very good work. Angles. Sometimes I give a little idea. We put our idea together.
And I can see that he's really good. Yeah.
The angle, and then we use a drone. We use drone shots. You know, so you gotta mix the shots to make it interesting. So we do drones a lot. And sometimes we have to say, you know what, we don't need a drone shot here right now. So he directs that part. I want to thank him right now, and Anthony. And very, very good. Got a good heart too, man. So you want to work with people who understand where you're going.
But most people in this business are like that, It's just that some bad apples come in between, But most people are pretty okay in this business.
It's true. Yeah. It's true. So true.
So you did your part 1. You're now working on part 2. The scenes that you have any difficulty if you have to go to a place and say, look, I would like to shoot a movie here. So, how people react to you?
Good question. I was by a few places. Won't mention just for embarrass. I don't like to embarrass people.
But don't call it a name.
We call it no name. You've been to a few people. You tell them you want to do this, and you can see their attitude is not pleasant. You tell yourself, well, one thing, and I advise young people who's coming up doing this, you don't get vexed, you don't get angry. You just, if I would say it, you just talk to the good Lord. You just keep cool. Play it out. Don't get angry at people because they don't have to. But if they choose to, good. If they choose not to, you move on. So there was a little bit hiccups here and there, but we get over them, But I always keep it. One thing, Aura, that I practice in my daily life as well, away from the movie, I don't like negativity. I'm a person, if you get wrong, mean you just get negative, you ain't see me again.
Yeah, that don't help.
I can't deal with it. Negativity takes you nowhere.
So, but at least you get the cooperation though from you didn't have to close any roads and nothing like that.
No. So far everything is going smooth. But like I said, you must get a little bumpy here and here. You're gonna get. It's just like when you're driving your car, you might get a little flat, but you're going to fix it. But so far everything is going down good.
What about the government? Have they shown any interest?
I haven't. I have to be honest. I can't speak of what I didn't do yet. I haven't really went to none of them, but I got planned to. Yeah. Because you want to have the project to present. So, but I haven't really went. But a lot of them know I'm into that so far. Most people who know me were the French dot side.
Yeah.
They know Piper sings, he do videos, this is what he do. So, but when it finished, I'm going to definitely have a lunch. And I think they will be informed on it.
Yeah.
They will be informed.
It's good because in the first part, you're the sole actor. And then you bring all these other people in now with Mr. Brown and so forth.
Yes,
and, what about the writing? How you feel about it? You satisfied with that?
Yeah, the writing is a lot of work as well. You have to sit down and decide, boy, you have to use this. Have to use this. And sometimes you can change too. Even if you write a script, you can change the script.
So you allow the actor to make a little change here and there?
Yeah, it happens even with professionals because sometimes I even sit down and I entertain myself, a little bit, and I sit down and I say, let me put on a YouTube today and just go into acting, how they do. And you'd be surprised, even actors said it. They said, well, we write a script, but sometimes we bypass the script, especially if it makes sense.
So you're standing there looking at it when they're doing their part on camera?
Yes, every shot I'm there. I'm there giving direction. When I'm not in a shot, it make it easier. But when I'm in a shot, sometimes I myself can make mistakes, and I does let the people know. So what you see in the finished project, sometimes if you have to see behind the scene, you would freak out, because I always love behind the scene of every movie. Because I remember even mentioning some name, Jackie Chan, Will Smith, and them people. You would see behind the scene, and sometimes Jackie Chan will be using this fork, fork where he want to do a stunt, and it hit him in his face where the guy ended up going, doctor, have to scrap the whole thing for 2-3 months. So there's a lot of failure goes on when you're shooting. Sometimes I'm there and you tell the actor, do this, and you got to be like, what you say again? It's a normal thing. It's normal to happen in production, but you have to have the patience.
I know. I couldn't be. I find acting is so boring at times, and back and forth. sometimes you have to do the same scene.
Same thing.
15, 20 times. I can't do that. That's too much.
But you know what is good? When mommy bake the bread, it's hard in the oven.
Yeah.
But when we all get to eat it, it's sweet. So that's exactly how a movie is. We
Yeah.
enjoy a movie, but it's a lot of what goes into a movie.
But it's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
You know, sometimes when I used to go out, I don't go out anymore
Mm-hmm.
and shoot, and you come back, people see you and say, wow, good, 20 minutes of video, but then they don't realize that 20 minutes took, weeks sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Sitting down, editing, doing all the different things like you mentioned before,
Mm-hmm.
and doing a movie, that's even more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't have any background. You didn't go to Hollywood or any movie school, studio like that, or Spike. They didn't teach you anything, right? So you're self-taught.
Self-taught, you know, and love what I do. Love what I do.
That's
'Cause
key.
That's key. That's key. Most of the time, you're gonna marry the woman that you really love. Most of the time, you know. So I said most of the time. 'Cause it don't happen all the time, but most of the time, when you love what you love, you do it with a passion.
Yeah.
You know, and I love production away from the music. I think my first love is music because I play keyboard for years. Everybody know me on stage, playing for every gospel show on the island. Not boasting, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. You know, I played in a lot of events, and keyboard is look pipe on the keyboard. You know, sometimes I could fool around the drums. You know, but I won't take the credit of a drummer. I'll take the credit more of a pianist. You know,
Yeah.
but now into movies, I just love it. I just love it. And then you mentioned editing. I love to edit too.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
so I could sit down for hours in that computer and just edit and just start downloading. You know, you're downloading, edit.
Wow.
You know.
Now
But you gotta love it.
And
Aaron, at the end
that's
of the day.
time consuming, man.
Time consuming.
Are you clocking yourself to see how many hours it's taking you?
Aaron, man, you ask a wise question. You see, I love doing an interview with this guy. Always a wise question. Aaron, sometimes when I look at a clock and I realize, let's say I started let's say I started 7 o'clock in the night. Example.
Yeah.
Time I look, wait, it's 12 o'clock in the night. Time I look, it's 3 o'clock, and I'm button like this. And then I say, no, I got to take it off, go to bed, get up in the morning again, same thing again. So you know what you're talking about.
No, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
And you married, have children and everything?
Well, I have 3 beautiful grown up.
Well, they're grown up, so you have to worry about them.
Daughters.
Okay.
Yeah, grown up beautiful daughters, and treat them in the right way, always
Yeah.
up in church. And went through a divorce in my life, you know. I'm not ashamed to talk about it. Don't hate the person that it happened with.
A lot of people go through that. So
Life goes on, you know. Went through a terrible experience, and it is what it is, you know. Arul, you know, one of the things I tell people, you know, just to be on that little while, you get married, you know, you don't know down the road what happened. But I believe if I would learn, you know, there's a saying that say, wish I know now what I know then. You know, I think in the future, if I have to again, there will be a lot of decision made. Because things happen, you just don't know it will happen.
Yeah.
You don't marry expecting that would happen, but yeah, things happen, you know.
No,
But you move on.
Yeah, and then in this industry, sometimes your partner have to understand the time involved. It takes a lot of your time.
Yes.
Sometimes people don't understand that, and I'm sure now you're working harder now than you ever worked seeing the movie, right?
Definitely. You're right. You got that on point. There's a lot of things you learn through life as you even get older too.
Yeah.
You know, they tell you age bring experience. You know, so things that you may make a mistake with today, tomorrow you won't do it. So I always tell myself, and I encourage people out there, never keep making the same mistakes. It's like you're trying to look for something, but you realize you ain't put it there, but you're still looking there. No, just forget that. You haven't seen it there, look somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know, you move on in life. Life is about progressing. Don't stay in one level. Just move on.
So now your movie, you have an idea how long it's going to be, or 60, 90 minutes, or full-length feature? How's it?
Actually, this movie, we want to take like an hour and a half. Yeah, hour and a half. Yeah,
90 minutes.
Yeah, hour and a half. Because we're really looking to take it big buster, you know, take it in the movies. We haven't get a contacts yet, but I keep telling the guy, Piper, you know how much it's going to cost? I say, well, listen, I got faith. I got faith. If it's one thing that I work in every day is faith. I believe it's going to happen. So let's see where it's go.
So you at least you're going to try to market it locally for us, and then what the plans are basically?
Yes, we're going to try to, to market it you know, locally, you know, and I'll say this, Aura, right? I believe there's a lot of people here who would support, you know, again, they would support, you know, and because things are changing with a lot of people, you know, where people are realizing the same thing we're talking about. We have to support each other. If we talk about, and I want to say this on your program, I've been no offense, so if I say it, if you allow me, the Indians can come together. The Chinese can come together. We all know that's a fact. That's nothing I'm saying that we never heard off camera, on camera. Why we the locals can't say, you know, R.L. Gibbs doing a program, support him. Give him a support financially. Give him a donation. Help him. You know what I'm saying?
We don't accept donations.
No, but you understand what I'm trying to... I'm using a reference. I'll give him a sponsor. You know, let him do a commercial for me. Right. Let him do this. It won't take nothing from you, man. It don't take nothing from you. It don't.
But, you know...
It don't.
Hopefully we will get past that sometime in the future.
Yes.
Maybe not in my lifetime.
You know, I hope it change. You know, I hope it change where we as a Caribbean people, or I will say, rather let me just nail it, as black people, learn to support each other. That's all. Because I'm supporting you, don't take anything away from me.
Exactly.
It doesn't.
Look, we have to be happy for each other's success.
Be happy. I love that word. Be happy for each other.
You win, I win is the best.
No one lose. No one losing it.
So you're gonna hold it off from YouTube though until you get it into the theaters, but
we actually put a what you call a trailer. I think you saw it. We put a beautiful trailer up, and I was talking to the camera guy again because, like I said, no budget movie. We don't want to fail in this attempt, you know. So because sometimes when you put the whole movie up on YouTube, then people don't need to see it. It happened to me with a lot of my musical videos. So our aim is that, you know, as the movie began to take it way that it should take, you know, then I wouldn't mind putting it on YouTube. I at the end of the day, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, but for now, I agree. Yeah, it's the best thing to do, right? Just hold off on that for the time being, because if you put it out there, that's it.
It's gone. It's gone. Yeah. You can't promote it again.
Right. So, what has been the most enjoyable thing for you in all of this work you've been doing?
Wow, I love that. I love that. My most enjoyable is that every day I get up and I say, you know, I'm going to shoot again. Like I told you, I love what I do. And, you know, sometime I call some of the actors, say, you know, we on today. They're excited. Don't have to deal with them too much. Oh, again, you calling me again? No. You know, everybody have the same excitement, you know. I remember when we going to shoot, I would always tell them a day before. And I saw you did that here too. Very professional. You got to remind people, because you don't want people to be late, you know, like disappoint you and make your day rough. As I said, I hate negativity. So one of my excitement is that, you know, when you can hear the actors saying, Piper, you know, we on today, man. We ready? Are you ready? And sometimes we get on site and, you know, we got to ready the script for them. They know it before. So they ready and make it easier. Even the camera guy know what he going to do. So we don't, you know, and sometimes we will get out there, like I said again, and things can change, you know. There is room for that. I don't like too much of program. We're going to do it this way and that way. You know, if we see something like, let it flow. Like I remember a time me myself had to say a certain line and I ended up saying a different line. And I was like, Piper, this is better, man. Let me use this, you know, in edited.
Yeah, but no, I understand, because people walking in, they say, what, you don't have any questions written down? I said, well, we're going to
flow.
Have a conversation.
Have a conversation.
Not from a script. That makes sense.
No.
But for you need a script for your movie for sure.
The movie. Yes.
So your titles are going to be in the movie what? Producer, director, actor, you everything.
Well, I don't know how I'm going to put it, because you see now, R.L. now, and I thank you for that. I thank you for that honor, you know. But me, I want to say that the way I'm looking at this movie, I want everybody make it. Everybody. And if you have to say, Piper, let me put you on the light detection. Let me see if you're going to pass this. I guarantee you them needles ain't going to go up. I want everybody to make it, Aral.
right.
Everybody. I'm not only looking at Piper. I want everybody pop, you know?
Yeah.
So, and could I say this just to the young people that is
Yeah.
watching? Maybe there's a young person watching this program, or you have kids, you see talent in them, to the parents. Push your kids, whether it's in sports, whether it's in what Aral does here. Very good work on the interview. Aral, for years, you doing that, man. I just love to see your interviews. You're professional to the max. I'm giving you that honor. And you got kids out there, you see them got potential, push them. You know, so any young actors out there want advice on me or the others, we there for you guys, man.
Yeah.
We there for you guys to help you all, because you're the future. And one of the things I want to keep away from set, you know, I have to say this also. I always say, and people freak out when I say it, and I will back it up. One of the things you won't see me go in a movie and do, I'm not going nude in no movies. I'm not going to promote violence, you know. You know, if you got a movie make where there's killing people, no. So there's a rule I set already as a production person who's into production, what I will do, what I will not do, and I will stick to those rules.
So in your movie, I'm just curious.
Just go ahead. It's okay.
Mr. Brown doesn't have a girlfriend?
No, for now we don't have that, but we can add it in now that you said it. So I'll hold Mr. Gibb responsible for that. You know
why when you mentioned
Good
about,
idea.
I mean, I said, well, you know, Mr. Brown is a thief, right? So probably have a chick, a sidekick. You know?
And maybe a lot of them too.
You never know.
Maybe a lot of them.
Yeah.
Because when you're on a run, you never know. You could be hiding by all houses.
Exactly.
So I got to start knocking on all of them girls' house to find it.
So hidden treasure. What's the treasure, by the way? If you don't have to tell me, but I'm just
We don't want to give it away, but just to get a little close to it, if you're noticing part one, because I will advise the people to see part one, and that's where some people even ask me when they hear the name, Cut is interested. They want me to tell them, I can't tell you, because if I tell you the movie, don't have no interest. But just to give a little answer and watch a little tiny one, the hidden treasure is that because Mr. Brown was informed by someone to go, but he couldn't handle it. So he got me to give him this code. And what we go in for on the code, we can't say it. That's in the part two. So I just make it interesting. So the hidden treasure will be told in part two.
all right. So
What is the hidden treasure? But that's a good question.
so you got to see part
I love
one
it.
first. Yeah.
You got to see part one. And part one is kind of slow. And then you're going to wonder what's happening. Because it's all me, you know. But then part two now is where everything started to get excited.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
So again, I just want to wish you much success. Anything else you would like to add in closing?
Well, I want to give thanks to the good Lord every day for giving me strength to see another day, you know, and giving me strength. And thank you again, Mr. Aral Gibbs, and asking the people again to support you. I can't say it better on the program. Give him sponsors and push him in what he do. Aral Gibbs does a very good work, and I want to thank you. I want to thank you for having me this morning. Like I said, you could have said no, you know, but I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm here on a no-budget movie, trying to do something in the community for my island, and thank you for having me. And to all the beautiful people out there, let you know that you are special as well.
Let me tell you, Mr. Piper, Laundry, if you make it, we make it.
We make it.
We feel proud, man. We could say, boy, that guy from St. Martin is going to Hollywood. you know?
Definitely.
But we have people here who will work against you on that. But don't let that stop you.
Thank
You gotta
you.
be positive,
Thank you.
man, because if you're not positive, you can't make it. So
Thank you.
keep doing
Appreciate
what
it.
you're doing, all right? Again, much success. That's it for now here on Speaking of Everything. You can see this program on YouTube, Facebook, or you can listen to us on the radio on Hot 99.9 FM radio. See you next time. Take care. Bye.